Hello, Bumpy McSquigums here, and it's time to continue with my Let's Play of Darkest Dungeon. This is episode 2, and I want to point out that I am a dumb individual. I realized after I posted the first episode, which I wanted to do immediately, because I really enjoy this game, and once I post something, I tend to play it a little bit more frequently. It wasn't the smartest thing to do. This game is very RNG heavy. So there'll be times where you shouldn't be able to do anything and you're just going to get crushed, and then all of a sudden miracles happen and you shoot rainbows out of your butt and something happens and you win. Other times you're just crushing it all the way through. You get to like one fight that's not even that difficult and just bad luck. You get crit over and over again, or stun locked, or whatever the case is, and you just fail. So what I should have done was recorded 5-6 episodes, see how it was going. If it was going okay, post the first episode and then continue from there. Having not done that and only playing the one episode, we could fall apart on this mission. I'm just letting you guys know right now. It could very well happen. If that's the case, I'll have to restart. But either way, we're going to try it. We're going to hope for the best. There's nothing else we can do. I kind of went over everybody. I know what's going on. I know what's up. We're going to roll with it. There is a mission here to get started with. So let us put our folks out into the group. She can't do everything from the back line, so I'm going to move her up to the third line. If you're wondering how I know that, I looked at the skills beforehand. Like, she can use this from the back 3, but this one she can only use from the front 3. So, third position's the best for her. Her other skills are great for frontline combat, but she's not a frontline combatant, and it would hurt everybody else. He can do everything from the back line. Literally everything, so we'll just leave him there. And this is what we have, so we're going to roll out. Now, before each mission, before you go out and you go into the dungeons and you do what you do, you have to provision for it. So you need to get food. So I usually get about 12 for a small run, or a short run. Sometimes I get more, but I'm going to go with 12. I usually get about 8 torches. Sometimes I'll go up to 12 torches, like 16 food. Really depends. You know what? I think I'm going to now. I'm going to go up to 16 food, and I'm going to go with 10 torches. I think that's going to be okay. And I'm going to go with a skeleton key. So with that, hopefully we'll be okay. We need 2 shovels just in case. There are walls and things that if you try to tear them down without a shovel, you hurt yourself mildly. I guess you get little cuts and scrapes on your hands and all of your party members. And they get really stressed out for having to do that. So I guess they really like their French manicures. I don't know. I'm not sure why. And the key is to get extra loot out of strong boxes, or to just unlock them in general. So with that, we are going to embark and hope for the very best. Well, I guess I should show you the other things that are up here before we do that. Alright, so we have anti-venom. It will cure blights, poisons, and toxins. We have a bleed cure. We have a disease and a malady, or malady, or malady, or blah, I don't know. I like to call it malady, but some people call it malady. I don't know. I like to just malady. That's my thing. So it cures your maladies. And we have holy water to purify and purge evil. So it's good stuff. I'm not going to bring any of that stuff. Every once in a while you'll need holy water, and this other stuff you'll find throughout the dungeon. You can usually just heal your way through it. So with that in my garbled speak, we're going to continue onward. We are in the ruins right now, and we can retreat from combat and even abandon quests. So we might end up having to do that.
Must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Alright, let's take a look at our map. Well, it's unfortunate. We're going to have to go to like all these places. We have to kill or complete 100% of the room battles. So that is going to be super fun.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Alright, we're going to loot that, and there's nothing there. And here's what we're talking about with the shovel.
There is much to be found in forgotten places.
A crude jumble of stones and a debris, or debris, blocks the path. We use a shovel and we'll clear it, and it won't be a big issue. And, aha, there we go.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion.
Thankfully, we weren't surprised. Now, we might get poisoned for that attack. We were. It's unfortunate, but it is simply what it is. I'm going to use Grape Shot Blast here because I want to get rid of these things as quick as possible. And it's possible that we might actually be able to kill them in one shot. So let's hope for the best. Nope. We got rid of one of them. So that's not too terrible. He does a stunning attack, and we resisted it there, but we still got some stress. She can throw a heal. It's going to be a party heal. It's only going to do 1 to 2, but we don't generally take a ton of damage. at any one time, so 1 to 2 is not awful. And we're going to do the zealous accusation and be like, you stand accused, be pained.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
There we go. We were able to crush them straight out, straight through.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Now, my buddy Splattercat calls these things the G-dubs, the George Washingtons. I agree. That's exactly the thing I came up with the first time I saw them. I'm like, those look like George Washington heads. And then I saw his LP, and I'm like, oh, there you go. There you go. That's exactly what I was thinking, buddy. So I might call them the G-dubs as well. All right, before we go into the next room, I would very, very much like to keep our light radius up high here. So we're going to do that. And it gives us a better chance to surprise any enemies that might be in the room. But unfortunately, there are no enemies in the room. So I wouldn't say that's a waste, because keeping your light radius up is always a good thing to do. We're going to continue on here. And I was about to say, there could be traps that you don't see. There's also oftentimes traps that you do see. The books can be good, bad, or indifferent. Let's hope it's at least good or indifferent. The passages are unsettling. Oh, there we go. We just got 19 stress for that. That was definitely not worth our time. There's a pack here that we're going to hopefully loot. Now, this dude has kleptomania as one of his
treasure could
traits.
staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
As one of his traits, he has kleptomania, so oftentimes you'll walk up to something and then he'll just start whistling. And then he'll be like, yeah, I deserve this for myself. And he'll steal all the loot in one of these like sacks or whatever the case is. Alright, we're going to do it again here where we throw up a torch and we go into the room. And no battle again. Wow. This is pretty odd. Sometimes if you move a little deeper into the room, you'll get a scouting check, so I always like to move a little bit before I move on the map. Alright, this is a confessional booth. We'll try to send her in. Hopefully... Ooh, it contains hidden treasures. It can absolve you of a negative attribute, or it can give you a lot of stress because your sins are too much to bear. So... Alright, not too bad, not too bad. It's actually really bad as far as the run goes. Alright, oh no.
Message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Alright, so we got surprised there. You saw that it swapped our line around. Tempting Goblet is a horrible skill. It doesn't do a tremendous amount of damage, but it stresses your guys out. I guess getting blood from a cup thrown on you, probably not the best thing in the world. Alright, we have a few options here. I'm not sure what he can do. He can do pistol shot and grape shot from the third line, so I might keep him right where he's at and just start throwing out heals from here. Might not be the worst idea ever. And then we can redo our line in the interim between battles. Alright, so what do we have here? We have Noxious Blast. We have Plague Grenade, which hits the back 2 line, which would only hit him, so that's not as useful. This can hit the back guy, so I'm going to move him up in the line if this hits and works. There it is. So now he is actually vulnerable to our other individuals. We're going to use our Grape Shot Blast again to do a little bit of damage. I might use Zealous Accusation again, or I might... Oh, he moved forward with that. Well, that kind of really sucks. Alright, so what we're going to do instead is we're just going to smack this dude in the face and take him out.
Falls,
so now he's moved up a little bit. We can hit him from the front. I'm going to do Pistol Shot. It only has a minus 25% damage modifier. Actually, you know, I can do Open Vein. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to open his vein up, and bam, down he goes. So no more stress for us. And then we have a Bourneville here who's like, and we're going to heal up. I know the heals are pretty weak right now. I would like to have the nuke heal a little bit more than what we have now, but we're going to go and stun this guy if we can. And there it is. He's going to have to skip his turn now. There's oftentimes they will, ooh, plus 15 damage. We'll throw that on him. Oftentimes they'll have the next action, like watch, he might move first. Yeah, there he goes. I wish that was a little bit less just random. It seems to happen somewhat frequently, but there's no indication as to why. I mean, we have a speed stat, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem to really do much. We'll throw Noxious Blast on him. Can't say words today, guys. Words are too hard to say. There we go. Bam. Crushed. Alright, so we won that fight, but
victory.
as he said,
victory nonetheless.
A trifling victory. We got 1250 out of that. 1250. I can take that. That's not so bad. We'll swap these two back around. That was probably best case scenario. Or even maybe these two swapping would have been best case scenario. Still, that wasn't so bad. Could have been far, far worse. We're holding it together, but Bourneville is definitely getting wrecked a little bit. Her health is looking a little low. In fact, most people don't do this. I bring a little bit of extra food simply so I can do this. You know, I'm just going to give her all 4. We still have 12 in case there's any hunger checks. Randomly throughout the dungeon, your people will be like, oh, I'm hungry, let's eat. And if you don't have food, it's bad. If you do have food, you get a little minor heal, and it's not bad. So we're going to go and chuck a torch up into the sky. 2 of them, in fact.
The match is struck.
And now we're going to go through.
A blazing star is born.
And, oh, we get a scouting check. Alright, so we have another wall, another battle on the way to this room, and then there's some sort of treasure there. So I guess we go that way. I mean, that's pretty much it. Thankfully, we had 2 shovels.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing
Sometimes
passage.
you have 0 shovels, and you have 0 walls to even use the shovels on. Sometimes you only have 1. This is one where we actually had 2, so that's a pretty rare thing. She has a pretty high stress count as well, just like the Tempting Goblet, though not as bad. Her big thing is she pushes and pulls your line around, so she can totally mess you up with that. So I'm going to use Grape Shot Blast again. Oh, triple dodge. Not fun. Here we go. Here goes the pull on the Plague Doctor. Will he resist? Nope. And that hurts us a little bit. It's not, again, not the end of the world, but it's definitely not great. Oh, and a crit. Oh, that's rough.
Slightest lapse in concentration.
Alright, what can we do? What can we do? We're going to try to shovel her to the front lines. There we go. At least within attacking range. Graveyard Slash. Oh, we dodged. Okay, so that's good. She can still do her heal from the back, so I don't mind so much. I'm probably going to keep the line the way it is. Thankfully, their moves right now are not, like, super duper debilitating. They're just mildly annoying at worst. Let's see here. This is one of the few games I've noticed when I'm playing it on my own that I do like a ugh, dang it type thing, you know, like you squint and you turn away whenever something bad happens, or you miss an attack that you need to have land, and then when something happens, I'm like, yeah, and I flex and I do like a fist bump or like a little fist raise cheer thing. So it's definitely one of those games, and I haven't had a game like that in a long time where I'm like openly, oh, see, there we go. Openly cheering when good things happen, and then moaning and groaning miserably when bad things happen. Like, I'll throw my head back if I miss like that triple shot there that just missed. Oh, that was so depressing. Ah, another one. Oh, why? Why? Alright, there we go, there we go. Alright, we're back on track now. Stress is already getting pretty high, though. I'm not a super big fan of this. But we'll make do. We're almost done with the dungeon, so I think we'll be okay, but it really depends on what comes in the stagecoach next. Oh, the run for the old god. Stop hitting him. Oh, he's bleeding. That's fine. Stop it. Yeah. Get some. Alright, now this dude's gonna graveyard slash someone. Yep. Oh! 12 crit. What? Man, I tell you, this game cheats. It cheats. Its RNG hates my soul. Alright, well that was a huge hit. 12 hit, man. That is a ridiculous crit. Alright, maybe we can finish him off. Yeah, there it is. Oh.
This expedition
Alright, we got another key. We got some crests. I don't know, man. These crits, they're just destroying our souls slowly but surely. Alright, we moved everybody back into position. We're going to come over here. I guess we'll do this. Ooh. Hidden treasures. Nice. Okay. Alright, see, there's the hunger check. So we eat 4 food, and we'll regain 5% of our health, which is like 1 or 2. Yeah, that's not much. But it's something. It is something. Alright, we're going to go and throw up a torch. 2 of them, in fact.
As the light gains purchase,
and we're going to go
spirits
through.
are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
And this is not a room battle either. Alright, so we haven't come across a single room battle, which means there might be 2 here or only 1. It's a little unfortunate, but we've had a lot of actual just between the walkway
Mechanical
battles.
hazards possessed by evil intent.
I mean, seriously, guys, come on. I'm gonna eat some of that food. I don't think we'll have 2 more hunger checks. I mean, it's still possible. It's all random. It's all RNG, so it's very possible that we'll get 2 hunger checks before we get to our final destination. I'm gonna hope not. I'm going to sincerely hope that's not the case. But we're nearly to where we get to actually do some combat again, or at least closer to the room that will have it. Don't whistle. Yeah. Come on, open. Open, open, open. Some stashed heirlooms, we'll take it. And I'm leaning toward throwing up our torch here. Oh, another trap. Our people are just suffering so much.
With a singular purpose.
25 coins, really? That was That was worth throwing in a bag there.
The light.
All right, folks.
The promise of
Here we
safety.
go. Hopefully we surprise them. And no. Oh, tempting goblet. Oh, that's not good. Oh, hang in there, Bourneville. Okay, so this guy has a pretty high chance to crit with his quarrel, so getting him to the front line is never a bad idea. Let's see, this guy's only got 8. And it wasn't enough to finish him off. Hopefully we'll get to move before he does anything with our warrior. Nope, doesn't look like it. We're going to have to do the party heal, so no fun for doing attacks. Oh, yes. Alright, come on. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so he should only do bayonet jab now that he's in the front 2 lines. Should be able to drop this guy fairly easy. I want to use... See, it's risky using Disorienting Blast because that will still put him in a position where he can do some significant damage to us. So what I think I'm going to do is Noxious Blast on the front guy. 4 damage, and he should blight out in the next one. So we should be able to focus fire the back 2. Bayonet jab again, not that bad, and he's the best hero right now to get hit by that. Because he's got full health, and he's not overwhelmingly stressed. Come on, Tempting Goblet Christmas. No!
Mortality clarified
Oh,
in a
she's
single
wrecked. Alright, so
strike.
we're going to have a stress check here. Our resolve is tested, and usually it's bad. Yeah, paranoid, so that's not good. You test me? Shall I demonstrate the power of faith? So we are afflicted. It's not good.
Perhaps the
It
turning
is
point.
not a good thing to be afflicted. So we're going to miss that attack right there because the world hates me. But we're going to stun him up. Hopefully he doesn't resist. Very nice. Okay, and we're going to chuck some poison goo on him too. He'll stay stunned until the... Oh, it didn't actually poison him. Alright, well she can still operate and stuff, but she'll start spewing just random crap, which adds stress to everybody else. So if we can survive this without our boy in the back here, Bateller, I forgot what his name was there. I'm like, Bolteletter? What? Bateller here. If we can survive without him going completely insane, that would be sweet, because it costs money to fix your folks. It really does. Oh my gosh, it's like 75 dodges in a row. Why? Why doth thouest hate me? Why? Alright, another little baby heal. This might be the only room battle in this entire dungeon. So at this point we might be able to leave, though I don't know. There's no guarantee. Alright, we're just going to crush his face, and down he goes. So we survived it, but boy oh boy.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
That was costly. Alright, so here we are. We're at a locked sarcophagus. We have 2 keys. We will use one of them. Skeleton key opens it. Oh, 200, really? That was it? Oh, and there's one more room battle. No! No, we got like the worst possible luck. Oh, it's fine. This could... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, okay, that wasn't so bad. You can get a permanent debuff by opening those, and he apparently... He's obsessed with bloodthirsty, yeah. So injury, wounds, and torture. So he wanted to see what was going on inside the Iron Maiden there. And that could have really, really cost us. Oh, we got a second food check. Oh, that's not good. Don't push me. You aim to get me killed? Ah. Oh, he dodged a trap. Good. Alright. Look. The shadows. They wait in ambush. She's freaked out. She's paranoid right now. It is not good for us. Oh, we're going to max out our torchlight here, and we're going to go in.
May we find victory.
And we're going to hope for the very best, because this last battle here could be really nasty. It's about as... Oh no, we got surprised. No, this is so bad. Alright, what can we do here? What can we do to fix our significant issue here? I think we're just going to have to start moving back in the line. Oh yeah, push. Yeah, perfect. Ish. That's fine, that works. I'm okay with that. That's not great, but it's okay. Oh, the crit. You let yourself be hit. Why would that be? Alright, so here we go. Oh gosh, the coral. Oh, she dodged like a hero. Alright, sweet. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna... Ooh, it's so risky. I'm gonna throw a plague grenade on the back lines, and it should burn them out if they don't resist. Oh, resisted one. Alright, can't use any shots here, so we're gonna go for... I guess the Bone Soldier? Oh, big crit. What? That helps us a little bit. That helps us a little bit there. Alright, we're gonna go for hopefully another nice attack here. Oh, she dodged. Darn it. Alright, we're okay. We're okay. We got our heals. Okay, we healed pretty good there. 2 across the board, and he's full health. Focus on Dismas. No! Ow! Oh gosh! It hurts so bad. Alright. Bam! Get wrecked. You'll hear me screaming in this one, guys. This is like the most... I don't know. I don't know why I like this game as much as I do. I'm not a huge fan of RNG just owning me, so it makes no sense that I would enjoy this game in any way. But I really, really enjoy myself in this game. So there's some dodges there. We took out the high stress reliever, and we put him in the bayonet range, so he's no longer going to be able to shoot at us. So we pretty much won this one. There's a lot of stress. We're going to have to deal with her at some point, but for now we're doing okay. It's not great. I mean, don't get me wrong. Alright, he bled out. That's awesome.
The greater the glory.
Alright, we're going to pump up his damage, see if he can't do some wrecking. If he can actually land the attack. See, that's always the catch-22. It's great that you have all this damage, but can you actually hit anyone? Bayonet jab, no big deal. Someone has trained them. We have been tricked. I love it. I love it. Ah, see, there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. We buffed his damage, but we totally missed the attack. Ah, this game. You will love it and you will hate it. You will rejoice and you will weep. This game brings it all. It is a roller coaster of emotion. But when you're at this point, you know that you've won this. You let yourself be hit. Why? Why would that be? And there it is, folks. We managed to defeat the dungeon. And ooh, we got a... That's actually not bad. That's actually a pretty good trinket. So we got some G-dubs, some deeds, some gold, and a thing. There we go. We're gonna roll out with our quest complete up here, and that was about the worst possible scenario. Generally, I like to do the room battles ahead of time and then be done, and then you have the choice whether you want to continue exploring or not. Here we literally had to explore every room, just so, you know, it so happened that both of the room battles were back to back on the one branch I didn't take. So a lot of stress done. Now we heal our health. I think I told you guys this in the last episode. Our health will heal when we go back to town or to our hamlet, but our stress will not. So you'll see how we deal with stress when we get back there now. Alright, so we click up here and we will see...
Room by room, hall by hall, we reclaim what is ours.
We will see what we've attained and got our just rewards here. Quite a few things. So we got some busts, we got some crests, a couple deeds, I think. Yeah, at the start there, so... And a total of, what, 6,350? It's not bad. Alright, and it looks like everybody has some sort of traits. Alright, this could be really bad. Let's find out. Alright, well, fast healer, that's not bad. It's a camp one. It's not great. It's not bad. How does this work? Well, I guess that's not so bad. I mean, we're thick-blooded and we're thin-blooded, so we have, like, half of us. That makes literally no sense. Does one outweigh the... Either way, they cancel each other out. It's just kind of stupid and kind of weird that they both have it. Diurnal means that if the light is below 25, I guess he's afraid of the dark. He gets -2 speed, which, whatever. And dark temptation, prone to investigating the dark arts. That might cause us problems, but it's going to be like you walk along and then there's a shrine or something there. And he's like, ooh, shiny, and they'll touch it and bad stuff like that happens. But we'll go back to town now. And we'll see what has happened in our
My
wake.
obsession caused this great foulness, and it is shameful that I must rely upon you to set it right.
Alright, so the Abbey and the Tavern are now unlocked, so we shall go and take a look at those. The Abbey is here.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
Alright, so the Abbey will allow you to remove stress. Now, Bourneville is just completely destroyed by her paranoia, so we're going to go flagellate her, which basically means we're going to have her whipped until she... Neither pain nor broken body will do something. I didn't actually read that in time. But basically, she's going to be getting whipped until she feels absolved of her sin. So, it's going to be fine. It's very expensive to do some of this stuff, so there is that. Renaud, I think we're going to throw in here. Unfortunately... It's kind of what we have to do. We need to go see what we actually have at... We'll go to the tavern. Same thing.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Thank you. It's the same thing as the Abbey, except with drinking, gambling, and the brothel. So, yeah. We'll deal with that in a minute. First, let's see what the stagecoach brought us.
Women
All
and
right, a
men,
leper.
soldiers
Nice.
and outlaws, fools.
Actually,
and
this is a
corpses.
really good
All will
stock of
find their way
recruits.
to us now that the road is clear.
The only thing I would have wished that I would have gotten instead of the highwaymen would be a bounty hunter. But yeah, I mean, we're going to take all of these guys. This is actually really good. So the leper is a frontline soldier who has really bad accuracy. If you take a look, 65 accuracy base, 65 accuracy base. And then he's got revenge, which is a buff. It increases damage by 40%, but it lowers his accuracy by 10. So he already doesn't hit. Plus, it also gives him more crit. And then withstand, it's a stress heal, and it gives him protection. It's not bad. Honestly, if I had my ideal way, Hugh's okay if it actually hits every once in a while. It's not so bad because it hits 2 people. But the way I usually play him is I like to get... I don't care so much whether I have withstand or not. It's nice to have. It's okay. Focus isn't terrible either. But the 2 things I really like is intimidate. It's an 80% accuracy. It's still 40% reduction in damage, and it knocks the target back. But it lowers their accuracy. It's like the only almost guaranteed way you're going to hit anyone. So it's not a terrible thing to have. In addition, I can't even say that word. Solemnity, sure. Solemnity. 1. Anyway, it's a self-heal. It heals for 4. It's always good to have heals spread out throughout so you don't have to focus fire any one particular person too much. The only super massive problem we're going to have in the next run is we don't have another healer, I don't believe. So, yeah, this is going to be a little bit rough. But we're going to take him anyway. He's going to be a frontline tank type guy.
This man understands that adversity
The occultist
and
has the right
existence
skills, will be
are
okay.
one and the same.
He does. Alright, so we do have a healer. Word reconstruction's a weird skill, but it's not horrible. It basically heals from 0 to 10, so there's times where it can be amazing and times where it can be absolutely terrible. But on those times that it's amazing, it's really amazing. The downside is it has the potential to make you bleed. So stacking it up sometimes is very detrimental. Usually you want to stick him on the back line or the back 2 lines. Most of his skills are usable by that, except his front one. So if he gets pulled to the front line, you can throw a stun out. Abyssal Artillery, it's not too bad. And Sacrificial Stab's not so bad. So I would say he's a really good 3rd liner, but he's also a pretty good back liner. So he is our only healer right now, and it's good that we have him, because if we didn't, we would be in a lot of trouble.
One must know
We
it.
have Bohun, the highwayman. I don't know. Whatever. That's fine. We'll just throw him in there. We can maybe send Dismiss to go.
Evasive. Persistent.
See,
Righteous traits for a rogue.
see, folks, the guy gets a little bit annoying as you go through. We'll keep his voice up a little bit longer, and then I'll probably fade him down into the background a little bit more. That way I can talk without him just babbling and fighting me for control of my own commentary here. And then finally we have the Jester here. And he's usually pretty good, but he's missing the one skill that I really like with him, and that's Inspiring Tune. Basically, you throw him on the back line, and if you guys aren't super stressed, he can start pumping out this accuracy and crit buff. And occasionally he can throw out like Slice Off and stuff like that, which isn't terrible. You could also run him as a frontliner, I suppose, if you want to just throw out the AoE debuff and then do some frontline damage with Slice Off. But I mean, he's not the most tanky. Well, I suppose you don't always get... it is what it is, folks. All of his skills are actually pretty good in certain situations, but I'd say the part that I enjoy the most with him, thing that I find to be the most useful, is that stress heal. It just keeps the runs much better, and you can actually survive them and not have to worry too much about stuff.
He will be laughing still at the end.
Alright, so the Jester is there, which means we can get our Plague Doctor into the tavern. Does he have anything bad? No. Nothing that will prevent him from doing anything. We'll throw him in the brothel, or her. I guess the Plague Doctor is allegedly a woman, so I don't know how that's going to work exactly, but good for her, or him, or it. Dismiss, I guess we'll toss you out too. And we'll just run with a completely new group of folks in the next one. There we go. So we used a big chunk of our money. It's not great, but it simply is what it is. I don't really want to upgrade any of this stuff right now, but in the future I will. The others plot to kill me. Her paranoia is running rampant. Alright, so we're gonna probably break off the episode there, folks. It's been about 30 minutes. It's actually a little bit longer than I thought. In the next episode, we'll embark on another quest, and hopefully one that will not get us murdered, or as in such bad shape as we did this last one. And that should unlock the guild and the blacksmith, I believe, in the next one, which will allow me to start moving around some skills and getting the ones that I want, and building our heroes to a slightly better position than they're in right now. Either way, that's going to do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and you got to see a little bit more about what the game has to offer, and you get to enjoy my "oh" and "ah, come on" and "yeah" sounds that I'm going to be making throughout this entire series. Hopefully it lasts longer than 2 or 3 episodes, but again, there's no telling. If we lose some heroes, I mean, we can still recover from it, but when you start getting behind, it becomes really, really problematic. So, we're going to hope for the best, and I will catch you guys next time with more of Darkest Dungeon. Until then, my name is Bumpy McSquigums, and I will see you later.